Hello again. This is a video that I've made because I wanted to provide you with some physical activity that you could do in very little time that would help to get the support that your body can give you available to you, fully available to you, or as much as possible when you have very little time. You're leaving the house and you're in a rush, or you simply don't have time for whatever reason, but you want to do something to wake your body up and get it working for you. So stay tuned and I'll show you the next exercise in this series. Hey, I'm back. It's me, Dan Stott, creator of the Body Empathy Method and the Healthy Pain-Free Body Formula, as well as this series of videos titled Body-Mindfulness, Dynamic Whole Body Movements for Optimal Health, which, as I said a moment ago, serve to awaken your body and get as much support as possible fully available to you in as little time as possible when you have very little time. Because, to be honest, I prefer that you learn a much more complete protocol that prepares your body for these other activities, but I'll talk about that in another video. To continue with the theme of the new power walking, in the previous video we explored forwards and backwards walking. Now we're going to explore sideways or lateral walking. And what that's all about is it involves first using your imagination to visualize a line on the ground. And what you're going to be doing is sort of stepping on that line as you go from your left to your right. And of course it can be a little more dynamic. You can jump a little bit. You've probably done this at some point in your life for sure, but maybe not for a long time. That's the first part. Now the second part is a little trickier. If I'm going to my right foot is always stepping on that imaginary line, the same line. But the other leg is going to step in front, on the line, behind the line, on the line together. Now if I'm going to the left, obviously it's the reverse. The left foot always stepping on the line. Now the right behind, the left on, the right in front, the left on, and together. So it looks like this. And I like to do this at least 4 times in each direction. So what is this movement doing that maybe to you seems like, well, so what? That's nothing, like the previous one, so what? Or for any of these videos that I'm teaching on what I call power walking. The whole idea with these variations on walking, if it's not clear, is simply that I want your feet to go through a range of motion that is far more complete than what they normally go through when you're normally walking, and on top of that you have shoes on. But even with your shoes on or sneakers or whatever, you tend to only go in one direction. But if, as I talked about in the previous video, if you walk backwards, your feet work in a very different way, a far more complete way. And the same thing happens with the sidewards walking. When you're walking in a lateral direction, the lateral borders of the feet as well as the toe, the whole foot begins to work in an even more complete way, and certainly differently from when walking backwards. So in the next video in this series, I will explore one more variation on walking, the most dynamic of them all. And so if you're watching this video on my YouTube channel and you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the notification button. If you have any question about this, feel free to comment in the comments section. Or if you have a question in general about health and how to achieve a state of optimal health by 100% natural means in ways that are safe and practical, or you have a health issue that you'd like to address, formulate it into a question and send it to me at infobodyempathy@gmail.com. and I'll do my best to answer your question. And if it's a question I think that would be of benefit to others, I might even make a video about it and upload it to the channel so that everyone could benefit from your question. So that's all for now. Stay tuned for the third and final video on the new power walking. I'll see you there. Bye for now.